In my last starter challenge, I went a bit crazy waiting on my farm for enemies to start spawning at 7 p.m. So I got a mod that allowed me to control the flow of time and speed the day along. Life was easy. I could make progress in the challenge at a breakneck speed, and everything was good. But this started a darkness within me, a tiny flicker of an idea at the back of my mind, ever present and singing its siren call. The mod, in theory, allows you to speed Stardew Valley up by 7 times speed, but there was a config file that you can edit to control the defaults, and in there, we could do something much more. And so I landed at this. 50 times speed. I expected this to be a short and sweet, no, you can't do that, and messy around on the farm for a while. But it wasn't. Slowly but surely, I fell deeper into the rabbit hole of Stardew Valley systems and, well, I'll let you see for yourself.
Once again, I have been gifted the stupidest idea ever of all time. I'm gonna name you, you're gonna be Time Man on Time Man's farm. And your favorite thing is going to be multiplication.
Oh, this is stupid.
Is there not a single shirt that has flames on it? You know what? I'm gonna have to say that's close enough to flames, okay? We're just, I don't have many options for this. I'm just doing standard farm, I think. Maybe I should think about it a bit more. So like we agree that it's probably impossible for me to get to the mines. Maybe I should get a hilltop so that I have the quarry. It doesn't have all that many rocks though is the problem. Okay, you know what? This starts me with chickens. I think of everything in the game that I can start with, animals is probably going to be ideal. Well, no, cause am I gonna be able to feed them in time? What if I just never close the door so they just can go out every day and feed themselves? Yeah, that'll work. Then winters, okay. I'm starting with the Meadowlands farm. This is it. This is gonna be it. Now, if I did this correctly, when I hit this button, okay, whoa. It's 8 a.m. I thought we would have like a little bit of buffer time because I was sitting in bed, but no, that's 2 hours of the day gone. Well, I gave myself another mod just in case. I'm gonna set that to normal. I don't know what the normal tool charge delay is. I'm just gonna assume it's that. I'm gonna say that. We're not going to touch it for now.
One brief note, we never ended up using the movement speed mod. This will be fully removed a few recordings in.
I should be fine. All right, Time Man, we've got a mission. Let's just see how the game feels for a bit. I can decide what the goal is afterwards, okay? Let's I need that box. Going back into my door took an hour. It's, oh man. Oh god, okay, all right. Just get to the chickens as fast as possible. I need to pet the chickens. I need them to come outside and eat the grass. Will they eat the grass? They're trying to sleep. No, wait. Here, just put that, there we go, okay. This is fine. I think, it was a good first day. Okay, we do no, wait, what? I was gonna say, okay, we do get a buffer before time starts progressing, so long as I never get out of bed, but all of a sudden time is progressing. Is that supposed to, I need to move that closer? I can't let it be that far away. I'm gonna leave the chickens for now. They're able to come outside and they're gonna do their own thing for a while. I need one of those. Yes, that's perfect. I got mixed seeds. Wait. God. I'm in my house, okay? I made it into the house. I got my first thing of mixed seeds, which means we have our first plant, and I can get back to work looking for more. This is basically everything I have. I gotta take a second. So, for it to be 50 times as fast, the base speed is 0.7 seconds per in-game minute. 7 seconds for every 10 Stardew Valley minutes. That is the base game speed. Right? I'm doing this at 50 times speed. So every 10 minutes is 1.4 seconds. It's 8.4 seconds every hour. And there are 20 hours in a Stardew Valley day, 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Every single Stardew Valley day is currently 2.8 minutes.
I'm not sure how, but I did my math very wrong here. You saw it yourself a moment ago. If this was 2 minutes a day, that would be much easier. The actual day length of Stardew Valley at 50 times speed is 28 seconds. So, yeah, have fun with that.
Can I make it anywhere remotely close to Pierce? Hey, that's pretty good. No. I mean, technically, by the end of the day, I could make it to Pierce. This is maybe the worst thing I've ever done. I love this so much. I have to pet the chickens, but I'm not going to be able to make it to the chickens in time to pet them. Also, I'm really just losing out on everything. I gotta check my mail, because mail could be a very good source of stuff in the early game here, okay? We could get some things. Time Man, you're lucky I found you last night. Somebody stole my money. Someone dropped you off at the clinic for 40 bucks. This is, we're losing a lot of money. Is that a parsnip? Oh, my chickens are full grown. Why are you grumpy? No, don't be grumpy. Oh, eggs. Yes, here, have more, I guess. Oh my god, wait. Oh, I have to feed them myself. I have to feed the chickens myself because they literally can't get to the grass fast enough. Oh my god. Okay, all right. My daily schedule is getting to the chickens. Chicken. Okay, all right. Huge. It is a Sunday, which normally means I would go to the traveling cart. It is already 5 p.m. I don't even think I would make it off the farm. Is there literally anything that can help me? I have simply not played the 1.6 update enough, but is there an item in this game? Like maybe I can use my bed outside now, you know? Totems are gonna be huge. Let's see, outside bed, nothing. Sleep outside.
With 1.6, there was, in fact, one item that could help me. The tent kit. The only problem was making them.
That is the most painfully expensive item I have ever seen in my life. Foraging level 8, 10 hardwood, 25 fiber. I genuinely don't think I can get any of that. How do I get hardwood on this? Wait, I got it. Okay, hold on. That's huge. I have to give up an entire day to just clearing some of this stuff, right? But if I run through here and I just grow trees, this little area, I can do a tree farm.
A tree farm to reach level 10 foraging and unlock the perk that allows us to get hardwood from any tree. But with the mess my farm was in, I could only chop one single tree per day. And they refused to drop any tree seeds.
It has to be in a close proximity here, and I just need to tank the days that are like this. It's gonna look like this for a long time. But as soon as I can start getting tree seeds, things will get better. Can I pet my chickens? Pet. Aww. You know what? Just fall asleep with the chickens at this point. I might as well. I might as well. I'm gonna have to make so many tent kits. I legitimately do not want to sell any of my stuff. So I think getting a chest is my first priority.
Right now, we passed out on the farm too often to sell things. Every time you pass out outside your home, you lose 10% of your money. I'd never actually be able to stack up money, or I'd have to lose nearly half my day to getting back into the house.
Today was enough time to chop down one tree and get a craftable chest for my house.
Now, 10 minutes in, while I'm still trying to figure it out myself, I'll jump to Future Me and tell you the goals. For completion of this challenge, I have 3 goals. A total farm earning of 100,000 bucks, all the foraging bundles, and all the seasonal crop bundles. That means I have to find a way to get seeds and, most importantly, find some way to get to the community center. A single, seemingly simple task that spirals into 20 hours of puzzle solving.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a terrible person. I've never neglected my animals to this extent. I don't even know what happens if you, like, do animals in Stardew Valley die? Oh, I got a potato! Oh, I thought it was a parsnip. Okay, I'm gonna put the potato away. We're gonna focus on the animals today. Egg Festival has begun in Town Square. Wait a second, I can just barely make it to Town Square, right? New ideas to sleep on? Hold on, that's my farming level up. I'm trying to sleep. Come on, man. I should have gotten them on the way in. I knew I should have. Whatever, man. Hey, I was gonna say this sucks farming level 1. You know what? That's pretty good. Going back out with the axe. I need a tree sapling. I need it. I need you to give me one. Like, just, is that based on foraging level? I've never known this information before. Is the chance of a tree dropping a sapling based on my foraging? I'm so confused. Also, this is gonna drive me crazy. I need to reorganize my tools a bit. I'm never gonna use you, so I can just leave you alone for now. And then I have this on 1. Yeah, perfect. It literally takes me a full day to chop a tree. Okay. Trees sometimes drop seeds. I genuinely had no idea. Trees being able to drop seeds is based on your foraging level. I mean, it's foraging level 1, but like the fact that it's any at all is insane to me. Okay, there's 1. I need as many as I can get. Come on. At least 2. Please, you can't do me like. Okay, all right. 1 is good enough. Oh, I'm gonna be a tree farm. That's all I have. There you go. That's pretty good. It's a little far away, I'll be honest. So it's not great, but it's something. More seeds. Any seeds? Nope. Okay. Geode. Thank you for pausing time for a minute. I'm going back in the house. I don't have any food for the chickens on rainy days. I'm sorry, chickens. Yeah, and I just need to accept that on days like this, there is no getting back. I don't make it back. It just doesn't happen. I swear I get so many saplings playing this game normally. What is happening? Why? But it's fine. I got 1. 1 is good enough.
With Marnie delivering us our kitty cat, we'll take a moment to talk about these pets. I always pick cats, but a dog would have also been an amazing choice. Cats unlock a small selection of fish, which otherwise would be impossible to get, at least I think, and dogs have a chance to provide hardwood. But all of this is hinging on the idea that we get them to max hearts through petting and watering, which will take just about half of my day, every day. So I'm not gonna do that.
I feel like within my current circumstances, I cannot be a responsible cat parent. I don't want to say no. That's so mean. What do you mean? Come on, I can't say no.
This also shows a brief moment of weakness for my attachment to small collections of pixels posing as animals, a weakness that will cause some consequences later on.
You know what? I can still pet the cat every day. Good enough. You will be time cat. And if I love you enough, you'll start getting me fish, which I could use for something, maybe? Cat. Okay. Cat has been added. Set up the house more like that so I have a better chance of being able to pet the cat. Another mixed seed is huge. Come on. No, I got blocked by the tree. No, I would have made it. I could have made it. Oh, 2 maple seeds. Huge. And then There you go. I've legitimately never not fed my animals, but like, it's not like I'm not trying. What happens? Do they run away? Does Stardew Valley allow your animals to die? You've gotta be kidding me with that cat food bowl. There's no way you're all the way over here. Here, I have it. Take my whole day to come over here and pet my cat. That's fine. It's fine. It's worth it. It's worth it. I promise. Oh, look at the cat. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have picked the farm where I have to take care of animals. That's maybe not my best idea. Lucky I found you last night. Lucky I found you last night. Get my axe. Here's a backpack. Lucky I found you last night. Lucky I found you last night. Lucky I found you last night.
And just like that, in the blink of an eye, the first spring has come to an end.
There's the full month. Oh my god.
Level 1 farming, level 1 foraging, and 5 saplings to my name.
Okay.
4 saplings to my name.
No, I didn't want to cut down the tree. No, a sapling.
Now we need to talk about the actual scale of this.
Number 1 priority is leveling foraging.
My first goal is level 10 foraging. As soon as I get that, I'll have hardwood and can start making tent kits to travel around the rest of town. As of now, my only method for foraging experience is chopping trees. Each tree gives 14 experience for chopping the upper segment and 2 experience for chopping the stump. To hit level 10, 15,000 experience, I need to chop 1,071 trees, 938 if we're including the stumps. And right now, I'm chopping 1 tree a day. meaning we're stuck on this farm until, at minimum, year 9. But that's only if we include winter. A full month where trees can't grow, and I can't guarantee chopping a tree per day.
I think the next step for me has to be figuring out any way that I could improve my foraging levels here. I feel so bad for the chickens. I feel like I shouldn't have done the chickens. I'm not a responsible adult that is able to handle this. The whole day is gone in 2 minutes. I have never felt so upset in my entire life. I feel like I'm betraying my chickens, my tiny little chicken babies. They don't know anything. They don't know what's going on. They're just not getting tasty food, and the person that's supposed to love them doesn't love them. I do love you. I'm just very far away. Okay, I'm going for trying to get the summer forageables a little bit. I think this is all we need, actually. This is all the summer forageables, isn't it? So I should be able to make the wild summer seeds. That's huge.
My first idea for better foraging experience was growing wild seeds. These can be made with one of each of a season's forageable, and each seed will grow into a random selection of those items. But this comes with a few problems. The first and most daunting of which being that to make summer wild seeds, I needed level 4 foraging.
My biggest problem is that, at the very least, with my combat-only playthrough, I had a lot of time to think about things. I had a lot of downtime, okay? I don't have downtime here. I just have to rush through my life and hope that it works out a little bit, maybe, okay? That speech took my whole day.
And this challenge also poses some problems with the viewable recordings. You'll see in a second. Epilepsy warning. I'll tell you when it's safe.
Fortunately, doesn't exist. But okay, I might have to put an epilepsy warning on this video. Oh my god. I need to not get any more lightning storms ever again. That was terrible. That's the worst thing. And here's another one. All right. Maybe I just stay inside on lightning storm days. Maybe we just don't. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Zeus. Please forgive me. Let me go back. It's fine. I'll just go back inside. Who needs to be outside today?
You are now safe to look again. I'll let you know if any more of those come up.
Not bad. New ideas to sleep on. Okay. All right. What does that get us? Nothing. Dang it. What? All right. Hold on. Foraging levels.
And this is the moment where it all sank in.
If I want summer wild seeds, I have to be level 4. I have to get to level 10 for the hardwood.
As well as the moment that I really started thinking through how I can speed this up.
I can get twice the XP per day if I don't chop the stumps. Because the stumps only give 2 XP. Oh, green rain. Hey!
The Green Rain is, by far, the most important yearly event in this challenge. It provides us with 2 of the most essential resources, but they won't become essential until later, so just keep this in mind for now.
I wish I had more time. Oh, there were so many good things there. I should have spent more time chopping trees. I don't know what a mossy seed is, but I'm gonna try and grow it anyway. All right, we've also got more trees back. We got ourselves a new seed. I normally want to completely avoid glitches, but I will be honest with you, I'm a little desperate. Let's see if I could even get there. Definitely can't get there at this rate. So for all of the people in my comment section that are going to tell me to go to the secret woods for hardwood, there's your answer. Wait, no, that doesn't do anything for me. I can't open them, so it means nothing. It is pointless. Get foraging experience for panning items? What are you? What mixed seed did I plant, dude? What the heck is that thing? I've never seen that before in my life.
I wish I could say there was some elaborate plan I was working on, but honestly, right now, things were going so fast I barely had time to think.
Hi, chickens. Nice egg collection. Very generous of you to still give me eggs even though you hate me because I don't feed you.
In no time at all, we're at the end of another season.
Wow, the dance of the moonlight jellies. And it's fall. Okay. Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to get fall seeds Yeah, level 7 for winter, level 6 for fall seed. Still gonna try and pick up the items I need to craft them for when I inevitably do get it. But yeah, no, I'm not worried about that right now. My farm is gonna be terrible. Okay? There's nothing I could do about that. I don't like it either. But we're gonna learn to live with it together, okay? What is that? Mushroom log. That's very useful, but it needs hardwood. Why does everything good need hardwood? If I could get a tapper, does harvesting from a tapper get me foraging experience? I'm genuinely so confused. Do tappers give foraging experience or not? No, they don't. Okay. Alright, so a tapper wouldn't help me out here anyway. Does a mushroom log give foraging experience? Yes. Yes, it does. How do I get hardwood? Okay, for now, I'm not going to worry about it, and we're going to keep going. Hey! This is going to be great. This is going to be good. I've got it. That's the plan. Just need foraging level 10. Okay, let me just do the math real quick.
I gave you the info early, but this is when everything started to piece together in real time. The hardwood and tent kit plan, which I can use to unlock the community center, and what that meant.
For me to get to level 10 foraging, I will have to chop 1,071 trees total. At my current rate, I can chop at max 2 trees a day, not including the stumps, which means I am slowly losing farm space and any of the trees that are closer. I have to occasionally clean up the stumps.
And on this day, fall 14th, I remove my singular failsafe.
Honestly, I was originally planning on using the movement speed mod to allow me to actually progress and get into town and buy things from Pierre, but it's really going fine on its own. I'm good with just vanilla speed. This is just stupid enough to work, and I enjoy things that are just barely stupid enough to work. Hey, wait. I don't know when the Stardew Valley Fair ends. I don't care about this. Alright, it already ended. Dang it! Man, Stardew Valley Fair would have been incredible. I could have actually gotten stuff. That would have been so good. No. I gotta exit to title. Hold on. It's Spirit's Eve. I had to restart the day. I really need to start paying more attention to what day it is whenever I can. But this is an incredibly important day for us. That might have been a mistake. Nope, it's fine. Yes! Oh, we made it. I actually made it to something. This is maybe the only thing I will ever make it to. I could meet everyone. I could meet the whole town. I get a chance to breathe. I need to enjoy this for a bit, okay? You just gotta give me a minute. I'm getting up. I'm leaving. I'll be back. My golden pumpkin. Is this going fast? Am I moving fast right now?
In fact, I was. In one final desperate attempt to make me keep it, when I reset the day, the move speed mod had come back from the grave and set itself back to the default boosted speeds. So I redid this day, with the mod now fully removed.
There we go. Okay. Alright, I'm back at the festival. I'm just gonna do all this again and see you in a second. I have once again claimed my golden pumpkin, and we can move on. I don't think there's any other festival I'll be able to make it to in time. Maybe the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. No, there's no way. That's way too far. Unless I get a totem or something, there's not going to be any chance I could teleport there. Yeah, the festival will end. What a surprise. Okay, put me in my house. I forgot that it spawned me at my door. For some reason, I thought it spawned me elsewhere. Okay, put that away for forever. I will eventually use that for money. And it is now the end of tree growing season. I will no longer be able to grow trees. And we have made it to the first day of winter. Whoa, and a level off that. Okay, hey, that's pretty good, if I do say so myself. I guess I should probably plant these. Hey, okay, so now, absolutely any way that I could get hardwood gets us mushroom logs, and mushroom logs will be absolutely incredible for my experience gains. but I don't have any way to get hardwood. As soon as I start getting hardwood, I could use that to level up my foraging even more, but if I have to rely on getting to level 10 foraging anyway, then I guess it doesn't really matter. But at least it'll be a source of income. And a very easy source of income at that, because the mushroom logs don't need upkeep. They just happen on their own, which is really what I need. I need items that don't require upkeep. If I have to spend time watering them every day, it's not gonna go well. I'd like to think I'm starting to make progress, but I guess we just won't know. Oh, that's another thing I didn't really think about. If I don't have sprinklers, I have to get my water back for my watering can. But I don't think I currently have a good spot I can do that.
With no tree growth, the only thing I can really do in winter is clean up the leftover stumps, replant my trees, and grab artifact spots out of the ground. Artifact spots do give 15 experience, so it's not the end of the world. It could just be better.
Okay, I'm not gonna be talking anymore. Not for a bit at least. I'm just gonna probably throw on some YouTube, watch a YouTube video, chop down some trees.
I spent the Feast of the Winter Star alone on my farm, and the first year has come to an end.
Ah, hello. Welcome, new person. Skipping that, see you later. We are at year 2. And we've got our first fancy tree. That's about as interesting as things have gotten for me recently. Oh, man. Okay, wait. All right, that's huge. I think, maybe. I don't know. This book, 5% chance to yield double the wood when I fell a tree. Okay, that's pretty cool. But the most important part of this is if I can get another one of these books. After using this one, I can trade it to the bookseller and get hardwood. But there's no way I make it to the bookseller, right?
I can make it to the bookseller once I get the hardwood for tent kit. So unfortunately, it doesn't let me skip progression at all. I still need to hit level 10 foraging.
Hey, that's another level. Okay. I'm making pretty good time then. I wonder how much XP I've got. So I just hit 2,150 total experience, theoretically. I am 14% of the way there. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. I'm 14% of the way to level 10. Level 8, if I could figure out how to get hardwood otherwise, level 8 I can get my tents, which means at this point, I've chopped about 153 trees, give or take a few because I chop the tree stumps as well every once in a while. I'm gonna go with Forester because I literally have to. There is no universe where I can go and redo my skills. Because to redo my skills, I need the sewer key and then I need to make it to the yeah, no, it's not happening. Forester. Okay, great. Oh, also, I need to make my summer foraging seeds before I forget. I don't actually have a spiceberry. I thought I had a spiceberry. Oh no, here it is. Okay, there's the spiceberry and craft up 10 seeds, and then I'm gonna check how painful it is to get water. I hadn't really considered this part of the problem. Yeah, I can't get water. So, I'm gonna make a scarecrow, slap the scarecrow down here, and then we will hope. We'll just hope that the rain carries it. Because I've got no other option, unfortunately. No way! Oh my god! Is there any way I can get there? Is there any way I can get there? Is there any way I can get there? I don't know when the next bookseller is either. That's what makes it all the worse. I gotta try. Just try and make it there. No, there's no way. There's no way. Oh, man. There's no way. I have the book that I wanted. Insanely lucky to get another one of those so easily, but yeah, no. Can't do anything with it. Mixed flower seeds is crazy, and there goes the whole day. All right. Oh, I was really looking forward to the green rain. Okay. All right. It is summer 8th. I'm out of here. I've had enough. See you later. I'll come back another time.
18 real days later, I was busy making another video, okay? I come back to Stardew to progress my 50 times speed challenge, and, well, I don't have the footage. I have the audio of these days, but no footage at all. Because Discord put out a fun little update where you're automatically opted into clipping, and clipping is bound to Alt and C, except after looking into it, no it wasn't. Clipping was just bound to the C key. And you know what the C key does in Stardew Valley? Swings your currently selected tool. Like, for example, an axe, thousands of clips, causing terrible crashes, making it so the game didn't even have enough space on my drives to save the day. After a while, I found the culprit, but the damage was already done. I may not have the video, but I do have the audio, so I can give you the important clips through my live reaction. Oh, the game is not happy. Oh, the game is not happy. What happened? What's happening? Oh my god, why is it lagging so much? It's doing the thing again. It's doing the thing again. I don't know what's happening. The first harvest. The first and looks like the only harvest. Okay. Oh man, I was excited for those. That whole season. And because I can't get water for my watering can, I only managed to grow 2 of... Alright, that is not a way we can earn foraging experience. I just need to accept this and move on. It's taking a long time to save. I'm getting a little worried, I'm gonna be honest. Starting to think maybe the game is not supposed to be played like this. Okay, now I'm actually concerned. I hope that doesn't just completely kill the save file. I'm gonna be so upset if it does. Okay, I got Alt F4. An explosion was heard in the night. Please do not be on my... Please. No! That's the worst. That's the worst possible spot. You've gotta be kidding me. I barely have any farm left and they're taking away the space I have. This is the worst. This is it. I'm out of here. It's over. I'll see you later. It's doing it again. Why? What? Why can you not save all of a sudden? Video game. What's happening? No, it did it again now. What can I do? I think I just have to give up at this point. Like, what? I don't know what's causing this. I might legitimately have to just give up the challenge. Hello, everyone. You may be noticing, hey, it's the 22nd of fall all of a sudden. What happened? Was there really just nothing interesting that went on during the entirety of summer? And, well, let me tell you a little story. I still have the audio from it. The game was crashing constantly, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. It would get to the point where it tried to save the game, and then just infinitely stuck there. Done. See you later. It's over for you, nerd. I went to try and figure out what's happening. I tried to fix it plenty of different times. And it turns out that Discord just released the beta for their clipping feature. So that if you press Alt-C, it makes a clip. And I use the C button to swing my axe. Over the past hour-ish, 2 hours of working on this challenge, I created something near like 16,000 Stardew Valley clips that filled up my drive and killed all of my recordings. But the problem is fixed. We're still at foraging level 5. There wasn't really that many interesting things except for the coolest thing ever, which is this rock just dropped in the middle of my field. Wish I could have shown you. I wish I could visually show you the thing happening, but thank you, Discord. All right, back to business. So I learned many things while we were gone. I learned many things while Discord was making it so I could not record any footage. I cleaned out all of my mail, thinking maybe that was what it was. Since you have no money, we are obligated by law to provide this service free of charge. If you pass out with less than $10, they just can't take money from you anymore. They literally can't. So now passing out means nothing to me. I am free. The only negative is that I don't get my energy back. But here we are. Okay, I'm gonna go back to chopping trees now. I guess I'll see you in, like, a couple of hours. Oh, winter. Wow. And now I don't have to worry about the game crashing anymore. That is such a weight off of my shoulders. I'm so happy. I could just play the game again. Maybe I'll start trying to cut back the trees since I'm not going to be able to grow anymore this season. And then I could properly set up the tree farm for next year. Get everything evenly spaced, nice and comfortable, nice and pretty. If I had a way to get to the bookseller, this would be perfect. I would just save as much money as I could for the day before the bookseller got here. And then I could just buy stuff from the bookseller. That would be amazing. The ability to purchase things in this video game, wouldn't that be so cool?
What would the actual impact of that be? Hold on, because I need to know this. If I could get a single book from the bookseller, a singular foraging book, it's 250, that's 10, no, not 10 trees, because 14 each. That's almost 20 trees. Maybe I'll just go in a straight line for a little bit. Just dig out a straight line, see if I can maybe prep a bit of a path for later. Like, that's not bad progress. That's pretty good. Hey, there's a lot of grass down there, actually. I think that grass is probably protecting me from a lot of debris. If I could get this line to the point where it reaches that grass, and then the grass could spread over here and give me a permanent path through, that would be amazing.
It would be amazing, but that's also not how it works.
Wait, hold on. This is huge. There's so much grass. I don't know if the grass can spread to this part of the farm, but I hope it does.
With this final swing, we've unlocked a path to the bottom corner of my farm.
Well, you know what else? I wonder if I could make it to the cave and start getting something out of that. What could be useful? I guess, I don't know if the mushrooms would be more useful or if the fruits would be more useful. Could probably stack up a lot more fruits, right? I don't know if the mushrooms give me anything. Okay, we've seen the cave. Is that all I need for Demetrius to... I can get water! Wait, that's water access. Hold on. I can fill my watering can? I can't believe it. We have water. Water has been obtained. And a level. Hold on, that's huge. Oh, you know what I could do? If I make this whole bit stumps, no tree should be able to grow there. And the fall seeds. Okay, so wild fall seeds is pretty good. I just don't know if it's going to be better to do crops or if it's going to be better to do my trees. I would need 30 XP a day, I think, off of crops for it to be better than the trees. And with how long it takes them to grow, I don't know if that's worth it. Like, I don't know if there's ever gonna be... Oh, wait. The little guy. Is he gonna be there still? Incredible. If I take the wood that I have and make a ton of paths, I can make this even better. Hold on. We can start maybe getting the farm to a proper usable state. Okay, that should make it so no trees can grow in that space. So that should keep it safe. And then I can surround all of the trees that I want to plant here with paths, or does that prevent them from growing? I don't remember. If we make things a bit more organized and I make the designated tree spots, I think that will increase our efficiency. It'll also make it so I don't ever have a point where I'm stuck because the trees have planted too many saplings or something. All right, and then I guess we'll just see how it goes. I will hope that this is good enough.
The farm is looking nice, the trees are organized, my path is uninterrupted, but these paths are much more important than decoration and preventing saplings. See, walking on pathing actually gives you a speed buff. Sure, it's nothing crazy at just plus 0.1 speed, but any buff is worth it when the entire day is 28 seconds.
I don't remember when I got level 5. Was that still year 1? Did it take all of year 2 to get 1 level? That can't be right. Oh, fun fact about me. I think this is the first time I've ever gotten the grandpa cutscene. I normally stop playing my Stardew saves around summer of year 2. The farm hasn't changed much in these past few years, but that's okay. If you're enjoying your new life, that's all that matters to me. Oh, I don't know what that was supposed to show other than my farm in ruins. Okay. I guess it's just the waiting game now to see if things grow, and if it's an unreasonable amount of time and nothing has grown, then I will start removing the path. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, the paths will not interrupt it. I do want to get this foraging spot. Oh, clay is huge. Clay is genuinely incredible. If we get enough clay, at some point I can get my horse, right? Or I'll also need clay if I want to do animals, because I think animals are going to be basically the best way for me to make money.
I mentioned animals there, as if I didn't already have some. And it's time I admit to you my biggest moment of weakness while the recordings died. You remember earlier when I was talking about my attachment to small collections of pixels posing as animals? A weakness that will cause some consequences? I sold the chicken. I felt bad, okay? The poor little guys weren't getting the love they deserved. so they're gone. Really, it didn't have much impact on the run, since I didn't have time for the chickens anyway.
At the end of year 2, I got to level 6, which means we're somewhere around like 3,400 experience right now. So we are just over 1/5 of the way to level 10. It took a year to get 1,150 experience. Just about, give or take. I just wish more than anything else I could get an axe upgrade. If I had some way to make it to Clint's, it'd be over. Make enough money, buy the copper, Clint comes to visit, golly gee willikers teach me how to make a furnace, and then poof, all of a sudden, copper axe, and then iron axe, and then gold axe. You know, I could do all of these wonderful things if only I had some way to get to Clint's. It's really such an impactful change that it's making me want to spend time to try and figure it out. Is there really nothing I could do? Maybe if I got a speed boost food. I don't have any way to get a fishing rod, otherwise maybe I could do crab cakes. How about I just try this real quick? Is there any way I could make it to the Star Drop Saloon before midnight when it closes? No. Nothing. I could produce the coffee beans myself. If I had a way to make it to Traveling Merchant, takes the whole day to get to the southern bit of my farm. Oh man, okay, yeah, there's nothing. A little bit of extra speed, maybe I could make it to the Star Drop Saloon, but there's no way for me to really do it. There's nothing for me here. 7 experience for foraged items picked up from the ground. 7 experience for ginger. 3 for spring onions. 2 for items grown from wild seeds. 7 for panned items. 5 for each mushroom collected from the farm cave. 7 for each fruit collected. Wait. Okay, I'm learning things. Once I've made... Hold on. My total earnings are $500. This is not a good thing that I'm about to say. But once I've made a total of $25,000, Demetrius will visit the farm in the morning and inform the player that he would like to use the cave to set up research specimens. Is a 50% chance every night that there's no new fruit, 25% chance for 1 new fruit. Okay? 6 mushrooms every other day. And it comes with a free dehydrator. That's huge then. So that's 30 experience every other day from the mushrooms. Do I want a guaranteed 15 experience per day? No, never mind. I can't even think about that. It is a guaranteed 15 XP per day. The fruit cave has a chance to spawn multiple fruits every day, but it also has a chance to spawn no fruits. And it's only 7 experience per fruit harvested. So on an average day, I have the highest chance of getting nothing. Right after that, I have the highest chance of getting 1 fruit or 7 experience. I would need 3 fruits to beat the mushrooms. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I need to figure out how to make money. I need 25k. And then I need some way to not lose all of it immediately, because that's a lot of very valuable money. I could sell all my eggs. I don't know if that would be enough. This is gonna suck, huh? That's not great, I'm gonna be honest. But I've made $10,000. I've now made $10,157. I need $15,000. The golden pumpkin is $5,000. I could sell that. It's gonna be very painful to sell that, but I could sell that. If it wasn't for the hardwood, I'd do mushroom logs. That would be great. These would be incredible for experience. But I don't have the hardwood, and I don't think I have a way to get hardwood without being level 10. And by then, I don't care about experience anymore.
At this point, I've gotten desperate enough that we search through for any detail I might be missing on hardwood. Both of the notable ones, though, are useless.
Robin may gift the player 25 hardwood at the Feast of the Winter Star. It could also be gifted by a pet dog with max friendship. Be inside so we don't lose money. Come on, man. I have to be more careful. I have to be more careful about that. I was not prepared for it. I just wasn't. How much are these eggs gonna be worth? I would have kept the chickens around if I knew it was 25k. I dislike using up the eggs for this, but I have no other choice. That's just about 5k. Yeah. I need to get $10,000 more somehow. I have to accept that I'm gonna lose it all at this point. I have to sell so I can unlock Dimitri's mushrooms, and then I just have to accept that I'm gonna lose all of the money. There's no coming back from it. I don't have another option. What was that achievement? 15k. All right, just 10,000 more. Nothing I can do. There's nothing. I just can't. I'm gonna lose the money, and I don't care. It's total earnings. It's not having that much money.
For all of summer, we chopped trees and sold the wood and sap they provided, averaging around 100 gold per day. And just before entering fall, I had gotten a big enough stockpile of acorns and pine cones that we could safely sell a few of them for a boost in money.
We'll see how much they sell for. Maybe I could make field snacks.
And discovered a way forward.
Hey! What? Why are acorns 20 bucks? Okay, I am fully swapping our tree production to be oak trees. How much is a maple seed then? They're also 5. Okay, acorns are the only expensive one for some reason. So, acorns it is.
Summer 25th, we're just under $7,000 off our goal and unlocking the mushroom cave.
Oh! No, why did it have to be today? I have to use the stormy day footage for a level up. I'm so sorry. Winter seeds means I can actually start earning some foraging experience in winter, which is very nice. And tree fertilizer is maybe a good thing. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. How do I craft you? Hey, that's pretty good. Just fiber and stones. If I hadn't sold all of my fibers and stones, that'd be sick. But it's not like that's difficult to come by with my farm.
The first of winter arrives, and we're $4,130 off our mushroom cave with some renewed hope.
Oh, I need everything for the winter wilds. Hey, actually, if I could get those, crystal fruits are super valuable. This could be a great season for me. Get out the hoe and watering can, and then we're gonna dedicate ourselves to some non-tree chopping for a bit, I think. We'll grow some powder melons, see how they go.
With a whole 3 powder melons farmed, and what actually might be the first crop I've sold on this character, we've barely made what my trees could have produced in 3 days. Thankfully, the real goal this season is in foraging.
Wait, crystal fruit? Oh, that was an incredible haul.
That was 15 experience for the artifact spot, and 42 experience for all of the foraged items. Plus, a nice and easy $500.
Yeah, really good day for foraging there. That was beautiful. That was probably a lot of foraging XP too. Yeah, it's 7 XP for every item I pulled up.
And then, the most important day of the year arrived. Our chance to skyrocket towards success. A 1 in 32 chance for 25 hardwood.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it, but if I just so happened to have gotten Robin, there's a chance I can get some hardwood for going to the feast.
Unfortunately, the Feast of the Winter Star ends at 2 p.m. We weren't even close to making it, but it was a good season all the same, nearly doubling the money we earned in all of summer and fall combined. Just $1,630 left to go. And on the 16th of spring,
$400. So I need $50. No, that's it. Yes! I would like mushrooms, please.
The path we made before gets us to the cave by 5 p.m. More than enough time to comfortably grab the mushrooms.
And a dehydrator. Very nice. From this point on, I'm set with these. I don't even need to chop trees anymore. It might legitimately be faster for me to just not chop trees. Okay, so they've started today. If I wanted to, I could run the whole way and then make it back to the house.
The first proper harvest gets us 30 experience.
And now, do I have mushrooms today? Yes. Okay, it is every other day I will get 30 experience worth of mushrooms. And then I can use that to start saving a stockpile of money. That is a beautiful bit of progress. I've got the makings of a happy little farm here, as terrible as this setup may be. I've got more mushrooms for experience and for a stockpile of money for later once I'm actually done this bit. We're getting closer and closer by the day to level 8, where I will finally unlock the tent kit, and then level 10, where I can start getting the hardwood required to use the tent kit. And then, so long as I can get all the other materials for the tent kit, we should be all good.
And even better, I had enough time in a day to chop 1 tree and still harvest all the mushrooms, meaning we could get 44 experience every other day. So now, there's nothing to do but chop trees and pick mushrooms. On the days our mushrooms weren't grown, I'd tend to the tree farm and chop however many I could manage. And by fall 6th, we finally had enough experience gained to unlock the most important part of this challenge, the tent kit.
New ideas to sleep on? Hold on. That's way faster than I thought it was gonna be. This is great, actually. I'm consistently getting a level every year, just around fall as well. It's been the same time, I think, right? And I think this is level 8. Yeah. Okay, so from here, we can make our tent kit. And then let me just double check. I am now at 6,900 experience out of 15,000. To get to level 9, I'll need 3,100 experience. And then level 10 will need 5,000 experience. It'll be 103 days for level 9 and 167 days for level 10. Just about 10 more seasons.
Though, this is where my grand plan started to fall apart.
And all that the tents need is hardwood and fiber, so I should be able to just start... Cloth? How did I miss that? How did I miss that this needs cloth? I don't know how I could possibly manage to get cloth. I think this might be it. This was my one way out. This was it. This was all I had.
Following the trail of cloth as far as it would take me, there was but one option.
If I could get one iron bar, I could get a recycling machine, catch soggy newspapers with a fishing rod, which would mean I'd have to somehow get to the beach and get fishing to level 4. There's no way I can do that.
Whether I wanted to believe it or not, if I wanted my tent kits, I needed an iron bar and the ability to fish.
Man, okay. I would be able to reach this pond and cast once. So I'd get here, I'd cast out. I'd need to pull in a fish like now. Okay. Okay. I can maybe make that work. I can't believe I missed it. I cannot believe I didn't see that it needed cloth.
Foraging, the skill I thought would be almost all of the challenge, was only the very first step. I spent a lot of time planning out how to handle fishing, how to get as much trash as possible, how to get my cloth, but as of right now, I still had no way of unlocking fishing. I had accepted, at this point, with no way of ever making it to the beach before I pass out, that we had to take an exception. I would pause time for a day, or at least return it to normal speed, so I could go visit Willie. But that didn't have to be now. I could handle that after my foraging was done, and maybe by then I'd find a way to get to the beach on my own. One that's a lot closer than you might assume.
Oh, wait, what is that? What is that? Wait a second, hold on. What did I just get? I didn't even grab it. I'm going straight back there. I don't care that it's a mushroom day. Actually, I do care that it's a mushroom day. I'll be back for you in just a second. You wait a minute. It's a farm totem. If that had just been a beach totem, then maybe I'd be able to get the fishing rod that way and I wouldn't even have to take an exception. I need to look that up now. That's gonna be eating away at me forever.
It was just to teleport back home, but this led me down another rabbit hole for artifact spots, and far down the list of options, there is a small 5% chance to get any of the 3 totems, and if you roll that chance, it's a 1 in 3 to get the beach totem.
It could have been. It literally could have been beach. It has between a 1 and a 5% chance for a warp totem farm, mountains, or beach. Okay. Alright, hold on. I can still do this. I'm not even gonna need to take an exception. I just have to get lucky.
So we really did have a way to get through this. And it all starts just the same way I had always intended it to, foraging. Now, our goals are ever so slightly expanded. More than anything, I need artifact spots, and one of the only areas for me to get them is currently blocked off, the northern path out of the farm. Thankfully, most of the trees were small saplings, so it only took 2 days to get through.
Okay, I made it. Alright, we have a path. I just need to put down enough pathing on that so that it doesn't get blocked.
Now we can start cycling between harvesting mushrooms, chopping trees, and checking the bus stop and northern path for artifact spots. Every artifact spot is 15 experience, so any day where we find 2 or more ends up being better than a day spent chopping trees anyway. One of the biggest problems with artifact spots on the northern path is the trees. They block large sections of the possible spawning area, and I can't see what's behind them until I get close. Plus, they're far enough away from home that I can't even chop one in a full day. We added the dehydrator to our regularly scheduled mushroom runs for money in the future, and really, this was my plan for the whole year. Wake up, chop trees, search for artifact spot, and manage my mushrooms.
There was an artifact spot there. Dang it. I hope that's still there tomorrow. All right, come on. Please? No! Wait. I've got to be able to do something with that.
A failed 1 in 3 chance, but at least a useful one. Probably. I didn't know what the mountain totem could do for us at this point, but this was our only way of getting close to Robin's and the mines. But unfortunately, it seemed like the day would end before Robin even got close to her register. A nice bit of excitement to shake things up, but we're back to the daily grind. And on fall 7th,
that is level 9, baby. Alrighty.
we're now in the final stretch. We've broken 10,000 experience and need just 5,000 more to hit level 2. You know, it doesn't really sound like a just need 5,000 more when I say it out loud. That's basically half of what I just spent 5 in-game years getting. Either way, we're 2/3 of the way there.
Artifact spot alert. Artifact spot alert. Come on, please. I really don't think there's any way I could get that stupidly lucky again, but I'm focused on this. If it's there, if it's right in front of my face, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, okay. There's another artifact spot up there. I don't even know if I can make it to that one, dude. It's so far away. Come on. There's no way. I am the luckiest man alive. There's no way. That can't be real. I'm genuinely speechless. What are the chances of that? That is the people are gonna think I faked this.
I'll be honest here. I remembered this being an insanely lucky moment for me and was worried you might think, as a viewer, that this was faked. So much so that I have a copy of my Stardew Valley save from this exact day so I could prove it was real. But watching this back now and seeing these were basically a month apart from each other, I'm starting to think that 50 times speed was messing with my head.
I would have much rather given up and said, okay, I'm never gonna get the totem, and put the speed mod back on and just run to the beach myself, because that would have been hilarious. I wrote an email to Blade because the last time I did this Stardew Valley challenge, every single person in my comments said, oh, you should just ask Blade. So I wrote an email to Blade. I wrote an email and I said, hey, is there a way that based on seed, I could search up an artifact that would have a specific item and where it would be? I wanted to use a predictor so that I could just know. I wanted to do so many things. The game gave it to me. I really don't know how I'm going to be able to convince you that this is not cheated.
I thought it was funny, so I'm leaving it in. I was so shocked at the fact that I actually managed to get something I needed in a video game that I started going crazy.
Right now, I'm just gonna test it, and then I'll exit. You bring me to the beach, give me my fishing rod, Willie. Oh my god, I get the cutscene. Bamboo pole.
Unfortunately, I can't show you this little run because it's a stormy day and that would be an epilepsy risk, so I'll just explain that I couldn't just use the totem and unlock fishing. It may sound that simple, but we really had been lucky to get the totem at all. Before anything else, I needed to guarantee that I could get back here. I could not let myself lose access to the beach and the southern part of town, which means I needed to teleport here on a day where we could find coral, the only ingredient I'm missing to make more warp totems.
When I was looking up coral on the wiki just now, there is a day in summer where it is an unusually high chance for coral to spawn.
Coral normally has the best chance of spawning at the little island to the right of the beach called the tide pools. But to get there, we need to repair a bridge for 300 wood, and we may not be able to make it to that island. So I need a minimum of 2 coral, and we have to hope that those 2 will spawn on the beach. There's only 2 days where that can reliably happen.
New idea? What do I have new idea? There's no way I'm level 10 already. Oh, mining. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
Summer 14th and 15th have the highest coral spawns of any day in the year. So until then, our beach totem would be sitting in a chest, waiting for our big moment. And with no more crazy items to go for, we start a mini fiber farm by just giving it some space to spread, grab a bunch of mixed seeds and fiber during the green rain, and accidentally destroy my fiber farm, and wow, would you look at that, it's summer 15th.
It's beach day attempt 1. I need 2 coral. Hello, Willie. Thank you for the bamboo fishing rod. I need 2 coral, 2 coral, 2 coral. Come on. 1, 2. Perfect. Okay, you know what? I can make this better even. I can do one more time. Okay. Now I have the wood. So at the same time, I can go get the 2 coral and I can repair the bridge. Sea urchin for community center and bridge repair. Beautiful. Could have gotten a 3rd coral, but it was a little out of reach. That's fine.
With that, fishing is unlocked, and we're ready to start on the next part of our grind. This was about as good as it could have gone. The problem with this beach day is it teleports us to Willie's dock for his cutscene, so we're further away from the tide pools than normal. 2 coral is just enough to make 1 beach totem, and once I had the hardwood for more totems, we'd teleport to the top left of the beach and reach everything a lot easier.
Oh. Good morning, Willie. What are you doing here? Sorry to bother you. I've noticed you haven't been fishing much. It can be difficult to get into the sport for a beginner. Figured I'd give you a few pointers. Maybe it'll help you develop your sea legs. Want to hold the rod like this? What is happening? What? Willie gave you a quick lesson on fishing basics. You feel more confident already. What? One more thing I want to give you this. It's called a training rod. It should make catching fish a lot easier. Really? Just be aware that you'll only be able to catch basic fish with this, but it's a great way to develop your skills early on. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna say no to that. Thank you for the gift, Willie. I hope we give fishing another try. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be having a great time. All right. Thank you, Willie. Thank you. That's beautiful. I've never gotten this before in my life. I didn't know that cutscene existed. I guess he's trying to keep the art of fishing alive, I suppose. It just gave me a free fishing level? Are you kidding me? This is the best day of my life. Doesn't get much better than that. I don't even know what to say. All right. So because Willie is the goat, I just get to skip an entire level of fishing, which otherwise would have taken me like probably a whole season.
No clue this thing existed, but apparently, if you haven't leveled up fishing at all in the first year, Willie will come visit and give you this cutscene in year 2. Feels a bit odd that he does it the day after you unlock fishing if you haven't gone to the beach at all, but hey, it's a win for me. At this point, I could start fishing, but I can't let myself get distracted. First and foremost, we need to get foraging to level 10.
There is something I have to check, actually, now that I remember it. I'm assuming that it is a 50-50. It's going to be completely normal fishing, and I have to hope that I get a bite before the day ends, or fishing is based on time, and so I'm going to cast my fishing rod out, and as soon as it hits the water, something is going to try and bite, and then I'll miss it immediately because it goes by too fast. I need to check this. I need to know. It's completely normal fishing. I have to hope that I get a bite before I pass out. Okay. Oh, that's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, but at least it's possible.
As the 5th year on this farm comes to an end,
at this point, it could be any day. We'll see how good my math was and if I actually kept an average of 30 experience a day, but at this point, it could be any day. That's it. That's well ahead of where I thought. I thought it was gonna be like midsummer. I cannot believe I just said it could be any day. Okay, wow, it's finally over. I'm gonna just give me the last mushrooms anyway. That's it, foraging level 10. All trees have a chance to drop hardwood.
Spring 16th, year 6. Our first goal is finally completed. 576 days with a total running average of 26 foraging experience per day since I started the farm. It is finally done.
Oh, I think that's it? Yes. Our first piece of hardwood. And with our first piece of hardwood, I think I'm gonna call that it for now. For every hardwood, I can make a beach totem, and for every 10 hardwood, I can make a tent kit. Just as soon as I unlock cloth with my recycling machine. Now I need to fish. Fishing is going to be the hardest part of this.
Fishing is next, right alongside that elusive goal of getting an iron bar. Just to give you some scale, it took 3 whole days of attempts to see a single fish before passing out.
Okay, there's something. There's something. Wow. Whew.
And unfortunately, this would be the only fish I ever caught here. From now on, all we'll ever get from this pond is trash. This video has gotten insanely long, and I still have so much more of this story to tell. To finish our goal of completing all the crop bundles and all the foraging bundles, we've got many more hours of work, discovering some of the craziest exploits to make it possible. But today, this is where it ends. Part 2 will release soon. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and please look forward to it.